Hello everyone, this is Divya from the Department of Pharmaceutics. So today we'll be learning the Unit 5 of IP1. And let's first talk about the cosmetics, the different formulation and preparations of cosmetics. So what's firstly cosmetics? And let's first understand the definition of cosmetics. So the term cosmetics actually came or it was derived from a term called as cosmeticos. This means that it is a skill to decorate, and thus, if the it's basically an art to make you look beautiful. So therefore, this term cosmetics came from. Now, according to the DNC Act, cosmetics basically means any article that is basically to be rubbed or to be poured or to be sprinkled or to be sprayed, or it can also be introduced into otherwise, or it could be applied to any part of the human body that could have associated functions in terms of cleansing, in terms of healthifying, beautifying, promoting attractiveness, or even altering the appearance. And it includes any article that is intended to be used as a component of cosmetics. So, soap, if you say, is not covered under this particular cosmetic products. So, this is the official definition or rather understanding that we can have in terms of what is a cosmetic as per the DNC Act, which, as you all know, is the Drugs and Cosmetics Act. Now, since time immemorial, when there is any material that is used for beautification or for improvement of an appearance, in a layman term, we call it as a cosmetic. Now, these cosmetics are generally external parts of the body, or they are applied to external parts of the body. And in other words, they are applied to, say, skin, hair, nails, and they come for different purposes. Either they come for coloring, they come for covering the face, or they come for softening. Sometimes we use them for cleansing purposes, for nourishment purposes. Sometimes we also use them for, waving our hair or settling down our hair or modifying our hair or facial features, etc. Then they are also used for preservation, they are used for removal, and even for protection. So all of these are the different applications where actually cosmetics are used. And cosmetics are basically classified into four main groups. The first one is the cosmetics that are for skin. Second group is the cosmetics that are for hair. Then comes the cosmetics that are for nails, and then we have cosmetics that are for hygiene, that is associated with, say, dental or for bathing purposes, etc. Now, cosmetics are also classified according to their functions. That is, it depends whether they are for curative effects, for therapeutic effects, and they are used sometimes also used as antiperspirants for for hair preparations, hair dyes, etc. And sometimes they come with productive functions, that is for minimizing the effect that is caused by oily skin, etc. Sometimes they come with corrective features as well or functions. For example, say face powder, which we use to correct different pigmentations, etc. Then they also come for decorative functions, like, say, use of lipstick, use of nail polish, use of eyelashes, etc. So they have different functions. That is, either they are decorative, either they are protective, either they are for therapeutic functions, or they are for corrective functions. Likewise, they are also classified according to their physical function. For example, aerosols, these are basically hair perfumes that are used. Likewise, you have cakes that are used for as rough compacts. Sometimes they come in the form of emulsions that are basically used as a vanishing cream, emulsifying cream, face cream, cleansing cream, etc. Then you have oils, oils basically come for your hair purposes, like your hair oils. Then you have paste purposes, like your tooth powder, toothpaste, deodorant paste, etc. Sometimes they come in the form of a powder, like a free flowing powder that we use on the face, or even tooth powders, etc. Then they come in the form of soaps, like your your shaving soaps or your toilet soaps. Sometimes there are shampoo soaps, etc. And they also come in the form of stick, like the lipstick. So depending upon function, depending upon the physical function or the physical nature of a cosmetic, or where they are actually used, they are classified into different categories. Now, as we have already understood what officially a cosmetic is defined under the DNC Act, this DNC Act came into existence in the year of 1940, and the cosmetic products that are in India, they are regulated by this particular Drug and Cosmetics Act 1940, and there were certain rules also that were amended and that came in picture around the year 1945. And there are also labeling declarations by the Bureau of Indian Standards for certain cosmetics. BIS is basically the body that actually sets the standards for cosmetics for the products that are listed under the Schedule X, Schedule S of the Drug and Cosmetics Rules 1945. Now, the BIS has also provided specifications for skin creams and even for lipsticks in the Indian Standards 6608 2004 and in the 9875 1990 respectively. So here also there are specifications for skin creams as per the Indian standards. Likewise, in the Rule 134 of Drugs and Cosmetic Rules, which was basically laid down to impose restrictions on the use of cosmetics that are containing dyes, colors, pigments, etc., that are other than actually specified under the listings of Bureau of Indian Standards. So this listing was specifically the IS 4707 Part 1, which was amended, and the schedule for this was the Schedule Q. So the Rule 145 of Drugs and Cosmetics basically prohibits the use of lead and arsenic compounds in cosmetics that are mainly for the purpose of coloring. Likewise, then it also had a rule called as Rule 135, which basically promotes or rather prohibits the import of cosmetics in which lead or rather an arsenic compound has been found for coloring purposes. Then there is Rule 145D and 135A. This basically prohibits manufacturing and import respectively of cosmetics that are containing mercury compounds.